Jimmy, how you doing, man? Guess say no point in beating around the bush. Right? Get into it. Ah, orange monster. We are emptying this one. We're at about 8 ounces. Oh heck yeah, man! It's been raining. I saw a graphic today that said it's been raining. I think it is rained 10 out of 15 days in the month of May, something like that, and it has so rained 10 out of 15 days. 10 out of 15 days in May, and we've had rain 14 or 15 out of 19 weekends so far this year in the Maryland area. I, I told my kids, a year or two ago that April showers have transitioned and moved to May. So we now get those April showers in May. Terry, what's up? How you doing this evening? Ooh, buddy. That was a lot that went down into the bottom of the cup. Jimmy said the sun finally came up there. Shoot, it's been sporadic. It was raining and drizzling this morning, and then it kind of stopped for a little while just to dry up a little bit, and then the sun came out for a little while, and it started drizzling, and it's like drizzling out there again now. Zach said, I say the same thing about hunting season. I don't even get cold to the. It doesn't even get cold to the end of December. Yep, I've said it. I've been saying it for a while that the seasons have shifted by about a month, or like the seasons that we were used to when I was a kid. And I'll be 45 this year. No, 44 this year. Ooh. I'll be 44. And when I was a kid, it used to be getting cold in October. Like you had to wear a jacket when you were going trick or treating. I feel like the last two times I've gone trick or treating, I've been in short sleeves with my kid. Last few times, in November. November used to be cold, like blustery, and we could get snow for Thanksgiving. But now, again, I'm wearing like a long sleeve T-shirt in November, and just like a hoodie. Like a Scully, and been good. I won't say it hasn't been really cold in quite a few years, but I want to say in maybe almost not 10 years, but maybe 7 or 8 years, it's not been that cold. We've had mild Thanksgivings. Terry said I'm doing great, working on a new recipe or working on new recipes. That's what's up. So speaking of getting out of your comfort zone, that's what's up, Terry. Neil, what up? What up? How you doing this evening? Good evening to you, sir. Hold on, let me give you a wave. Zach, how are you doing? Oh man, we are. Ooh, Sean, what up? What up? Zach said, yeah, man, I rock the Carhartt zip up all winter since it hasn't been freezing. Yeah, yeah. I won't say that too. We actually got one or two. When I say decent, decent snows to the point where I had to shovel the driveway, but that was about it. We didn't get very. And we've had, I'm gonna say, mild winters for a few years, but we've had a few mild winters. Excuse me. So I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Because I remember winters where it was like blizzard, blizzard, snow, 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 blizzard, blizzard, blizzard. So, shoot. Zach said, I'm good. I appreciate your content. Been working on a catering business here in Virginia. And your video played throughout the day while I work. Nice, nice, nice. You sound like Marcus. Marcus, when he first discovered my channel, he used to just sit and watch my videos almost all day long to the point where his wife Jamie would be like, "Are you listening to that barbecue guy again? You listening to that guy in Baltimore again?" And then like the I won't say the the intro music and the outro music. She used to say how she just knew I was on when she heard the intro and outro music, and he would be watching my videos all day long. Go ahead, Neil. I guess shoot. Neil says I have a question. Did you raise your hand, Neil? uh, what up, Neil? What's the question? Hopefully, I can answer it. Zach said I did a 150-person wedding solely from your videos. Now I'm just trying to get legit so I can keep it up. Solely from my videos. That's what's up, man. Well, congratulations. 150 people. That's what's up. Like, for real. I've been contemplating remaking some of the frequently asked questions videos because I feel like every few years those videos need to be refreshed, and I think I'm in a position to answer them again. Neil says yes, he raised his hand. That's what's up. So polite, Neil. Al, what up? He said, what's up, my man Dash? What's up, chat? Al, appreciate you hanging out, checking in. Hopefully everything's going well for you. Lately I've been doing shorts, and I've noticed that my shorts have been in with 4 on YouTube. What does that mean? Have been in with 4. What do you mean they're in with 4? I don't get it. I don't know what that means. Shorts have been in with 4 on YouTube. Like, I don't know. Terry says we're working on our own barbecue sauce. Nice. Zach said I would love a long video or some info on keeping food hot during transport. The cameras are dope, but when you get 10 plus full pans of food, they don't really do it for you. 10 plus full pans of food. So, Zach, here I want to say, let me write that down. Notepad. All right. So I guess maybe we can talk about it a little later, but FAQ, new FAQ 052024. All right. So if you guys have some new questions or questions for a frequently asked questions or an FAQ or questions that you want answered, feel free to try to ask me, and I can try to jot them down while we're talking, and I will try to get them answered in a new FAQ or frequently asked questions video soon. So Zach again said I would like a long or some info on keeping food hot during transport. The camp rolls are dope, but when you got 10 plus full pans of food, they don't really do it for you. Victor, howdy. What's up, Victor? Victor called me the other day and he said, hey man, I've been having some issues and not really able to get logged on, but I miss you guys and I want to be there on the live streams, but I just can't get into the live stream. I said, Victor, we'll be here. So seeing you here, Victor, definitely appreciate you being here. Hopefully you are doing well. And, I look forward to comments from you soon. I've noticed that my shorts have been grouped in a package of 4. If that makes any sense. I've been told that means that your videos are being suggested. Not sure if that's correct. It could possibly. Yes. So if you are looking at like your homepage or a homepage or suggested videos and your videos are popping up to people, that is definitely a good thing. Al, one of the things, then I don't know how I can put this into the FAQ, but this is like a YouTube um, new or unsubscribers, no, subscribers, SURIBERS versus non subs. All right, that's a good one. Not Al. This is Neil. Neil, you really want the non-subs to see your video. You want your subscribers to keep coming back for sure, but you want the non-subs, the non-subscribers to see your video, because the more, and this is one of those things, right? And I'm probably going to talk about it in that video that I try to do. The more people see, the more people that see your video, or actually the more people see, so the more stuff you put out there, or the more stuff that's suggested to people, the more people are going to see. And I say the same things, but it's like the more people see from you, the more people are going to see from you, if that makes sense. So I'm going to say it again. The more people that see things from you means the more people are going to see your things. New eyes will look at your video and then watch one, and they might watch two, and just like Zach said, he started watching, I won't say he's in the minority, but he is in the minority where you have that one person that's like, oh man, I found this guy, I'm going to watch every single video he makes. Not everyone does that. Not everyone pays or has that, I won't say dedication, but not everyone is going to find the content that I'm putting out to be specific enough for them to say, I'm going to watch everything this guy puts out. Okay? So, but you might find someone that likes 2 or 3 of your videos, and 2 or 3 of your videos is being watched, and 2 or 3 of your videos is better than watching none of your videos. And if your shorts, if you set your shorts up properly, your shorts are pointing to your longer form content. Your shorts sometimes are snippets of your longer form content. So you take the views from your shorts and you try to turn them from a short view to a long view, right? So it's funny. I watched this girl on YouTube, and her name is oh shoot, no. All right, let's come on. Crap, come on. Come on. Did I die? Can you guys still hear me? Can you still hear me or no? Can you hear me? Can you still hear me or no? Ah, crap. All right. Can you hear me? Ah, crap. All right. So I hear myself still talking, and I'm going to, unfortunately, I guess the video crapped out. I got a text message, and it stopped the video. But I'm gonna keep talking. Victor says, glad to see you. Yes, indeed. Zach said, I try to do full service when I can, so I can get my name out and do the vicious cycle of peeling everything in the oven and on grills before the event, and then hurry to get them in shaping sets. But I feel like there's a better way. I don't know. I feel like there's a better way I don't know about. So here's the thing, Zach. A lot of times when I'm doing really big events, I take the food in the Cambros cold and I warm it up on site. So hopefully you guys can still hear me. I'm really thinking that you can still hear me. I'm just going to keep on rolling with it. You just are not going to be able to see. So I'm going to try to keep talking a bunch so that you know that I'm still here. But apparently the video is not videoing anymore. Let me try and refresh my page here. Nope, it's stuck. The image is stuck. All right, but you guys can still hear me. This is why I keep live stream up on me. All right, so let's see. Steven says, "Hey, yo, Dash and family, good evening." Christopher Slaughterhouse said he's tapped in with the fam. What's up, everyone? I'm like dapping you up right now. Unfortunately, I got a text message and I used my phone for the live stream, and it crapped out on me because I got a text message while I was doing the live stream. I don't want to risk stopping the stream and starting it back up. If you guys can still hear me, just comment, yeah, we can still hear you. Victor said I've been doing a brisket at the end of the week. First one in over a year. The leg is getting better. Nice. Um, Alice is excellently put there. Thank you, thank you. Laura! Ooh, Laura can't see me yawn. She might be able to hear me, so I'll just have to make sure I mute the camera real quick. But yeah, Al said the video's frozen. Darn it. But we can hear you. All right, well, the show's going to keep on keeping on. Can't hear you, but you're frozen. Well, at least it's kind of in a, not so bad. It's like it would be horrible if I looked half drunk and like my eyes were twisted or something like that. Jimmy's asking how his favorite Canuck is. Victor says, Laura, you're early, so let the yawns begin. Zach said that makes sense. Yeah, because so the thing is that I worry more about transporting the food and getting it to somewhere where I can warm it up versus transporting it warm, because typically, if you're transporting it 35, 45 minutes and you have a whole bunch of stuff to get warmed up, I won't say the few times, but a few times when I've done bigger events and had a lot of food that I couldn't fit. Now, mind you, one of the other things that I will say, I also have 3 Cambros. I have 2 of the full-size Cambros, and I have one of the, I won't say, and I'm using air quotes here, smaller Cambros. So if you do a search on my channel for Cambros or like food transport, I show you in the videos the size of the Cambros that I have. The 2 Cambros that I have, the 2 big Cambros that I have, are typically good enough for all of the things that I have to do. Whenever the last few times I've had, or I've used every single Cambro that I've had, and even had to put a Cambro in the front seat of my car, was for Thanksgiving. So, and then that doesn't even include the turkeys that are in the trunk of my car. So I clean out the back of my car, the trunk of my car. I usually have between 12 and 15 turkeys in the trunk of the car. I have briskets and ribs and salmon and lamb and pulled pork inside of the Cambros in the car. And I will have enough food, just enough non-turkeys in all 3 Cambros, or I need to use all 3 Cambros. And I just take the food, and the folks I'm taking the food to, especially for Thanksgiving, they have to warm up that food for themselves. Plus, I'm delivering that food. Typically, I start delivering at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I don't get home from delivering food until sometimes 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's how many deliveries I might have to make. So the best thing is to try to find some place to warm that food up when you get on site. Laura says, God, thanks, my dear. Good, thanks, my dear. Going to shower soon and back and leave to run. Nice, run. It's 9 o'clock. Neil says, hi, Jacqueline and Steven. Yes. All right, so Christopher says, yes, he can still hear us. Blind Man says, hey, yo, Dashing everyone. Well, thank goodness Blind Man is here. He can't see me, so he wouldn't even know that I'm still frozen, or that I'm frozen. My face is frozen. So lucky you get to stare at my non-moving face. So, it is what it is. Neil says we can still hear you. Perfect. I'm just going to keep rolling with it. Holy cow. Looks like your camera was drinking the moonshine. Sure enough. Just don't watch the chicken camera. Oh, gosh. Sean. Sean, you know I'm holding up a finger for you right now, Sean. Just one. Just one. It's my thumb. No, it's not. Sean is synonymous with bringing up that chicken in the Cambro incident. Just if you watch enough of my videos, you'll find it. Neil said, "Who's your favorite Canuck?" If it's me, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. And how are you? So Neil, no, Jimmy always says that Laura is his favorite Canuck, just because she's been here, where they've been hanging out together on this live stream for quite a while. Jimmy said, Sean, the sad incident was the pig in the blanket. Actually, it was equally sad in different ways. How about that? Because when I had the incident where I left the chicken in the Cambro overnight, that was sad because I had a mini panic attack and had to go out and cook more chicken very quickly. The pig in the blanket was sad in that I fired up the biggest smoker I had and cooked on it for quite a while and dropped the pig in the blanket on the floor on the ground and had to, like, it was a waste of a good hour in my time. uh no, Neil, it's fine, you're fine. Sean, Sean's laughing. I'm glad you find it funny. And oh wait, there's another finger being held up right now, Sean. It this time it is my thumb. It is my thumb. It really is. It really is my thumb. So thank you, sir, for bringing that up and providing that laugh. Usually it's Victor that reminds me of the pig in the blanket incident. So kudos to you, Jimmy. You're, I don't say, taking Victor's spot there. Uh, were they like hockey pucks? No. So Laura, what ended up happening is if you leave food that's warm in what they call the danger zone, and the danger zone is where bacteria can form, it goes rancid. And that chicken went rancid because I had chicken thighs, and it's a combination of heat or not enough heat and chicken fat or fat period, and it went rancid in a matter of hours. Hours. It was horrible. And what happened was I thought that I had all of the pans of chicken out and chopped up and put into a refrigerator, but I had a pan of maybe 5 to 7 pounds of chicken that I just forgot. I thought that got it all. I thought that I took all of the chicken out of the Cambro, and the next morning when I go to start getting things together, I open up the Cambro and I was hit with a stench, and I like it was like whoa. And when I looked in there, I'm like, oh my god, I left a pan of chicken in the Cambro, and it had gone completely rancid, like rancid. Uh, Neil says, Sean, you're number one. Victor said, chicken in the Cambro incident. I don't recall that one. My favorite is still something that had a string attached. Damn it. You're right. That's what Victor is famous for, talking about the string on the porchetta that my wife, I served my wife a piece of porchetta that I made on the rotisserie that she got the string. If he had a puppet, Dash would be a great ventriloquist spell. Yes, I am. I actually, it's so funny, Laura. I actually did want to at one time become a ventriloquist. I don't know. Like as a kid, I read a book where I found out something about ventriloquism, and I looked into it, and I really, I mean, I'm not the best at it, but I'm sure with training, I probably could be pretty decent. But my lips didn't move, and I was just using my hand as a puppet then. So you missed it. Laura, you did not hear anything. You didn't see it. If you didn't see it, you didn't see it. Um, oh, Neil looks like he's turning in early. He says, all right, my friends, I have to go. Thanks again for the help. We'll catch up again. Yes, thank you so very much for hanging out, Neil. Really appreciate you. Laura's funny. Really wicked. Mm-mm. Laura, you're not going to hear another yawn from me tonight. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, so Victor, and I mean, I'm trying to think what the video was called, but I ended up having to go out and buy more chicken like the morning of the event. Or what ended up happening was I cooked, because I think I had two events that weekend, or like an event on Saturday and an event on Sunday, and I ended up using some of the, basically, in a nutshell, I had to cook more. Uh, Laura says when she goes to shower, this will stay on, so you never know. Wicked. Oh, you say it like it's a bad thing. Listen, there are two types of wicked, and I mean, I didn't know you were close enough to the area of New England where wicked is good, cause everything is wicked in New England. It's wicked hot. It's wicked cold. It's wicked good. It's wicked bad. I mean, I've spent time in New England, and I won't say that was one of the slang terms that I learned while I was up there. But whenever someone says something about wicked, it depends on what they sound like. If they say, "Oh, that's a wicked guy," then I'm like, "Oh, yes, that's nice. That's nice." I already know what that's all about. So again, I'm telling you, it's wicked hot. It's wicked cold. It's wicked good. It's wicked bad. it's just it's just wicked. It depends on the situation. All right, so let's see. If I'm going to be, or if I update my frequently asked questions, what is a question you would have that I could possibly put on the new frequently asked questions for 2024? Do you have questions for me? Those of you guys who are out there catering, or those of you guys who are doing different things, what is something you would like me to answer in a new set of FAQs? Uh, Laura says, I say wicked. If you won an award, good thing. Yeah. Victor said, isn't there a wicked beer up there? I'm pretty sure there is a wicked. Let's see. Control T. Wicked beer. Yeah. There's a wicked beer. IPA. Wicked. Well, there's a red wicked ale. There's a Samuel Adams wicked hazy. Let's see. There's a pernicious IPA. It says wicked weed. And that says Voodoo Ranger. Pernicious. Yeah, and then there's a wicked party IPA pack. Hold on one second. Give me a second, guys. All right. Isn't there wicked beer? Yeah, in Canada, not sure. In the words of Johnny Mags, barbecue. Yo, listen. It's funny. Fort Mac burning again. Jeez. I guess Fort Mac is in Canada. Stephen Johnny says lobster. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. It makes Dash feel better about doing these live streams, and it helps the channel. And it won't cost you a thing. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Jimmy, for the reminder. Shout out to the Rewatch Gang. Definitely appreciate you guys. Bumpy, who is the self-proclaimed president and CEO of the Rewatch Gang. There's not really much to rewatch today. I do apologize, and it's one of those things. The worst part about this is the text message I got is from it was a USPS, so the postal service notification. I'm having something shipped to my house, and I said, oh well, whenever I got the notification, or whenever I get a notification I'm like, send me text messages with the updates. Of course, it left whatever facility that it was in, and is now on its way to my house. The item, and bro, I usually set up, or I typically have it set up so that I'm in a do not disturb mode, but it didn't make any noise, but it popped up on my screen. So, but it was enough. Uh, n- Laura said, did he cut the mic to yawn? No, you didn't see me yawn. I didn't yawn. Dash making funny faces at us. Oh, that for sure. But I cut the mic because Taste Tester number 2 was talking to me. Um, he was talking to me about his baseball team, not season, but his baseball team. He's on a travel league for spring, and he had to tell me something about the team. I could have left it unmuted, but it's fine. We'll call it the re-listen gang tonight. Yes, the re-listeners, for sure. Man, you're right on time with that one, Jimmy. I have to be more descriptive, so I will definitely be more descriptive. So, actually, I'm sitting here, and as I look down at my beard, if I see gray hairs that are traitors, and I call these gray hairs traitors, the ones that were black and they're turning gray. I try to pluck those out, and I deal with them. Those are traitors. They were black, and then they're turncoats. They turn from black to gray. So I just pulled one out. Yeah, Laura said, awesome for him. Awesome for him. Taste tester number 2. Did you eat? There's turkey over there. I smoked a turkey breast today. And there's cabbage and onions on the stove. Taste tester number 2. That's what's up. Thank you. I'm staying clear tonight. Woo. Oh. Yeah, he's within earshot, as you can see. He's like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and change my name and say thank you. Well, good. Good job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. You said what now? Oh, well, you know what? Let's see here. Go ahead and comment again. What? Go ahead, keep on commenting. Yeah. You're blue now. You're a moderator. Oh, I don't know why it's tickling me so. I'm hearing him say, I'm blue, da da dee da dee da, la dee da da da, dee da da da. If I were blue, if I were green, I would die. Yes, no. Do you know who sang that song? Eiffel 65. Now you know. And you're not gonna remember. I'm blue. Now tomorrow on your way to school you have to listen to it. Like that'll be your first song you listen to. All right. On your way to school. I'm blue. Da ba dee da dee da, da ba dee da da da, da 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 da. All right. So, does anyone else have any questions that I could ask in a new round of, let's see, frequently asked questions? Anything you have on your mind? Any burning questions? Number 2. What's life like with Dash for a dad? It's horrible. What are you gonna say? It's horrible. A gooder, Jimmy. That is a good one. Ah. Mm. We'll see what he has to say. He's thinking it over very carefully. I'm so bummed that the image is stuck here. So I'm gonna keep trying to, talk to make sure that folks know that I'm still here. Unfortunately, I got a text message while I was streaming, and it froze the video, but the audio is still working. Jimmy says, just checking on the great nephew. Um, Life with Dash is a lot of fun. I learn a lot in and out of the kitchen. Life with Dad is great. Dash is great. He is very supportive and attends all my baseball games, and he's always there. And it's quite fair. Not only baseball, there was wrestling, and there was what other things have you done? Soccer. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm all my sporting and non-sporting events. I try to be there. I definitely do. Um, sometimes it's just to I'll say keep tabs on them, but other times it really is to be supportive and to to let them know that I'm there for them. So literally and figuratively. And I'm bummed when I can't make an event. Like if we have a conflict, like if we have a play going on, or if I have a cook going on and I can't make this event, I really do get genuinely bummed.
It's so crazy because the one game, well, not one game, the only game you missed this season that I remember was City. And City game, I had two ground rule doubles where the ball bounced over the gate.
Well, I mean, and that was that the game where we had a play to go to, maybe?
Yes. Or something with Sydney, or you had to play. Oh, yeah, that one.
Uh Jimmy said that's a great testament, Dash. Well, that's the Dash Testament, not the New or the Old Testament. That's the Dash Testament, or that's the Taste Tester #2 Testament. he's messing with the cat right now. I swear she's needy in her old age. She wanted to be left alone for years, years. Now all of a sudden she can't get enough. I want to say attention, but she wants our attention all of a sudden. So it's like, oh, you have to go and say hi to her all the time, and you scratch her head and rub her belly. Any other time, she would never. Yeah. Grumpy says his wife is the same way. No comment. Blind Man is awesome. Taste tester #2. He said thank you, but I'm sure he's going to comment thank you in a moment. And man, I am. I'm like sitting back. That clear. Ooh, buddy. I'm holding the thumbs up. Look, Marcus sent me something. Laura says they are evacuating Fort Mac a few years back. They lost many homes, stores there. Oh. Grumpus, yes, how are you this evening? Grumpus just popped in and, started commenting. It's like, oh, wait, Grumpus is here. Hi, Grumpus. Does anybody have any like I said, talking about getting out of your comfort zone. Anybody have any questions that I can answer for them to, I want to say, help them get out of their comfort zone? Dash! Grandpa says he just got home. Angela said popping in and back off. Just want to say hi, but need sleep. Well, go to sleep. Go to sleep. In the infamous words of Ludacris, go to sleep. Go to sleep. If you tired, be quiet. Go to sleep. Oh, man. Laura says, hey, Ange. Oh, man. Getting out of my comfort zone, showering in the nude. Okay. Well, you know what? Nope, not gonna comment. Not gonna comment. I mean, mm. Jimmy said going to save this for a background in case we have to do a live stream without you. Oh, Jimmy is cruel. I'm trying to like press the Laura says hello, Dash, be right back. Run. Where are you running? Out in the cold? Terry said he had to take his mom home. Oh. Terry, she said she'd be right back. She has she's going for a run. Hey, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. Oh, no, the shower downstairs. Oh, she's going to run to the shower downstairs, I guess. All right. Misunderstood. Grandma says, "Is there frozen? Dash is Dash frozen on the screen or on my end only? Sounds fine. No, I'm frozen on the screen for everybody. He's frozen. Frozen. Thank you, Taste Hustle number 2. So I got a text message while on the live stream, and it froze my image. Luckily for me, the sound is still good, but the image is frozen. Well, actually, luckier than lucky for me, it wasn't an embarrassing image of me that stuck on the live stream. This one is actually pretty decent. I'm not mad. Like I'm not completely mad at this one. It could be worse, I'm sure. Bumpy, what's going on? You are not in charge, or you not part of the rewatch gang this week, or you will not be part of the rewatch gang. You will be part of the re-listen gang. So, excuse me, just gonna say thank you. Grumba said, "If I text you, will it undo?" I doubt it. I have tried to, like, I want to say stop and restart the cameras and like turn on a filter. I got nothing here. Normal filter. Victor said it doesn't make sense to run and potentially make sweat to go take a shower. Victor, I'm just gonna say women. Just leave it at that. Bumpy says all I do is listen while I'm driving at work. So watch out for that cat. Bumpy, how you doing, man? I was hoping to see you. I saw your homie at the spring the Easter event, and he told me that you were gonna come out the next day, but then the next day it was raining, so I was bummed I didn't get to see you. he told me that he was going or that you was supposed to be coming. He had some choice words for you. But yo, I found out that he's gonna be coaching the baseball team at Taste Tester number two's school next year. Taste Tester number two told me that he was gonna be coaching at the school next year. So looking forward to that. Um, Bumpy said all I do was listen. Yep, listen. Victor said this is why I'm 65 and still single. Yeah, that could be the reason or part of the reason. Bumpy said he's good and he always has a few words. Yeah, I mean it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. He had me cracking up, dude. You know how, that's one of those friends that they always got something to say, and you know what? You'd be like, if you didn't have something to say, that's when I would worry. That's when I would worry. If I had something to say to you, uh, Ayo Don.
That's Donovan.
All right, what's up? He said, "Yo, Mr. Dash, what's up? How you doing?" I feel like I need to. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry. The video crapped out. I got a text message. I use my phone so that when I'm doing my live stream, so that I can see the messages and kind of slow them down. So I got a text message while I was live streaming, and it crapped out the live stream. Unfortunately, sometimes I'll get a message or something like that will happen, and it will completely shut down the stream. So lucky for me tonight, it only stopped the video. I have a face for radio anyway, so this is pretty perfect. The other reason is, yeah, is your barbecuing your skivvies. I do not barbecue in my skivvies. Actually, I barbecue almost fully clothed, but with clothes on because I don't want to risk burning anything I don't want burnt. That would not be a good look. Remember, was it Borat when he was on the grill and he was standing at the grill and like it was one of those. He started saying disco, disco. And he was like flipping burgers and stuff like that. Kind of in that thong or whatever. Bumpy said been busy. It's our time of the year. Did 100 people event last weekend. Got an on-site event Memorial Day weekend. What your advice on grilling on a pellet grill? I want to say don't. Because the pellet grill I have doesn't get hot enough. It depends on the pellet grill that you're using, but my pellet grill doesn't get hot enough. The Traeger that I have is an older Traeger, and it is better for lower and slower cooks. The only thing that I found that does well or does well enough on the Traeger, on my Traeger, is hot sausage and hot dogs. It really doesn't even get hot enough to really put a good, and I'm holding my hands up and doing air quotes, burgers, or air quotes char anything. Um, it just doesn't. But again, I am going to put that in the it's my pellet grill and not all pellet grills camp. And unfortunately for me, I've only cooked or I only have access to my pellet grill for the most part. Oh, really? What up, Z? How you doing, man? Seriously? What are some strategies on goal setting? The strategy I have on goal setting is not setting a goal. And it's going to be counterintuitive, but the whole thing is I go the way the wind blows, and I'm open to doing, I won't say anything, but I'm open. I don't have a goal per se because my goal is to be open and to be accepting and to be, again, just like, so this live stream is titled, let's talk about getting out of your comfort zone. My comfort zone is saying, okay, I'm only going to cook, like in the beginning, my comfort zone was saying, I'm going to cook pulled pork, I'm going to cook ribs, I'm going to cook brisket, I'm going to cook chicken. Getting out of my comfort zone was when people were asking me to cook chicken wings, and I'm like, I don't do wings. Getting out of my comfort zone was people asking me to cook spare ribs. I don't do spare ribs, but I did them, and I can do them if I have to do them. So the goal is to not have a goal. The goal is to just be open to whatever comes my way. And I know some people don't get that, but other people will completely understand that you have to be open to anything that comes your way. So Bumpy says she has a pit bull. So I told her, but she want me to do burgers and dogs. Bumpy, I take the kettle and a bag of charcoal. Yeah. Why not stop the stream and come back? So the reason why I didn't stop the stream and come back is because it then segments the stream. And sometimes I don't like segmenting the stream because then people who are rewatching won't rewatch two parts. They might just pick the latter, and I mean, it looks better in the algorithm, if you will, that I have 1 2-hour stream or one however long stream versus 2 streams. All right, Miss Adams says love that, helped a lot. Jimmy says, Dash, you just explained my life. Victor said that Lone Star pellet looks great, but why, for God's sakes, would anyone want to grill anything other than on a grill? You don't pound nails with the saw. Listen, Victor, hammers come in all shapes and sizes. Everything is a hammer if you look hard enough. Bumpy said I probably would do something. I have a small tabletop grill, charcoal, that I could finish the burgers on. So here's the thing, Bumpy. Don't go too crazy. If that's what she gave you, or that's the thing that she wants you to use, then use that. Or, I mean, there really is. You can rent a 5-foot grill table or so from ABC Rental. The ABC Rental that's across the street from the stadium. I don't know what street it is because not from here, but that's where I got that rotisserie grill. But they rent barbecue equipment, and maybe you just bill her for it. But I thank you guys. Hey, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd greatly appreciate it. I know this live stream is not typical. Usually you're seeing my shiny, happy, bearded face, and we can kind of talk and lament and facial expressions and whatever I'm drinking and things like that. But this has been a rather different live stream. So I appreciate all the Taste Tester 2's friends that are joining or that have joined. I appreciate you guys for joining in and saying what's up. Let's see, Victor said, but a saw cuts wood, not pounds nails. The saw blade, Victor. You said the saw blade. I could use the saw blade and put it on top of a nail, and I could hit it flat or squarely enough that Delta Sim Pilot, what's going on, man? Look, I only need 3 tools: a straight blade, a hammer, a Phillips hammer, and pliers. Dog, let me tell you how often I use channel locks as a hammer. The back of my impact with the battery, that's a hammer. Different wrenches, those are hammers. They're just hammers with like one has an open end and one has a closed end on it. Um, I mean, all type screwdrivers, be it flat or Phillips, those are hammers. Everything is a hammer. Bumpy said, I'm paid for 4 hours. I think I can make it happen for 30 burgers and $30. Oh, dog, shoot. I'm about to say, Bumpy, you know, you need some help. I know a guy. I know a guy. Delta Impala said not much. Been busy cooking, doing videos. Nice, nice. That's what's up. Definitely appreciate you hanging out and popping on. Victor said if someone rents a grill with a rotisserie, make sure it works, right, Dash? It worked for a few minutes. Dude. It worked for a few minutes. And look, Grumpus is laughing. I don't know if Grumpus is laughing talking about me and everything's a hammer, or he's laughing at Victor talking about the rotisserie. I mean, look, you guys who have been around for a while, you know that I post my struggles when I am out cooking and doing different things. I post my struggles because I want you to know. I'm thinking about Scarlet. What? What? I don't know what he's talking about. But anyway, I post when I have a good cook or when I have a bad cook. And speaking of which, I have a video. Oh my gosh, this video is taking forever to upload. I have a video that is going up tomorrow. I got a new camera because the Insta360, I have an issue with the video format. Whenever I film something, I have to use a converter to convert it to a file format that I can use in the video editing software I use. Talk about adding additional work to my timeline, to my workflow. That's the word I'm looking for. It is a pain in the butt. Luke Calamadas, he says, "Hey yo, Dash Barbecue fan, what's going on tonight?" And if you're new here, you don't know, but anytime Lou comes in, I have to say his whole government last name, Lou Calamadas. And I dare you to say that 3 times fast. Bumpy said, I'm thinking about starting a new YouTube page for my podcast. I'm thinking of starting any advice for having 2 YouTube pages. I have been seriously contemplating starting a second YouTube page. My second YouTube page is going to be for Pew Pew content. I mean, those of you guys who know that I am a big Second Amendment advocate. And in my own right, obviously, I get content from when I am at my part-time job on Sundays when I work at the range. And I mean, I have goo gobs of firearms content. And I have goo gobs of firearms that I can do videos on, like cleaning and pew-pewing, okay, popping off, as well as talk about different, I won't say reviews, but I'm a pretty good, not even a character. I don't know. But I've been seriously contemplating starting a second channel because I want to put, like, I don't want to mess up the 33,000 subscribers I already have, 33,000 subscribers I already have. And if I put Pew Pew content on this channel, not everybody's going to be there for it. I have, kind of got it set up, but I haven't pulled the trigger on actually posting content to a second channel. But we'll see. Gromba says the struggles are real. This podcast proves it. Yeah. Bumpy says not food related. I completely understand. That's how I feel too. I mean, look, the video that's going up tomorrow, actually, it does have a snippet of food in it because, like I said, I was cooking. I cooked a turkey breast today, and I didn't film it because I was like, I'm starting this thing early, and by the time the SD card I needed or SD card I wanted to use for the new camera I got arrived, I was already three quarters of the way into the cook. Victor said, I feel we learn more from failures than success. I know it shows a great deal of integrity that Dash shows failures. Well done. Not failures, Victor. I would say screw ups. Because they're not failures, because in the end, I do accomplish the thing that I need to do. But adversities, hindrances. I mean, let's figure out a good synonym for failure, because they're not failures, because I do complete the task. Terry said, man, I'm dealing with a lady telling me $25 per pound of brisket is too expensive. You tell her that, basically, here's the thing. Terry. I use my prices as a, not demarcation, but as a way to weed out the people who are not serious about what it is I'm cooking. People who see your prices or look at your prices and say, wow, it's $25. And they say, okay, I still want 2 pounds or 10 pounds. Those are the people who you want to have in your corner. Those are the people who you want to have ordering for you. If someone looks at your food or looks at your prices and says $25 for brisket, oh my God, that's too expensive. You don't want them as a customer. It's very hard to get to the point where you can roll that off of your tongue and say, okay, well, I'm sorry that I'm too expensive for you. You have a great day. And you turn your back and say, pardon my back, before you turn your back, and you keep walking. Don't look back like it's an explosion. All right? Because the whole thing is, you're weeding out the people who are going to be problems. I'm telling you. You're weeding out the people who are going to be problems. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. What up, Travis? He says, hey, yo! Travis, how's that red interior on that Porsche, my dog? Man. Look, Grumpa says, Terry, I say to her, next. Yep. Like Victor says, Terry, tell her to do her own brisket. Jimmy says, Terry, I feel your pain. Dog, I'm only one with a frozen window. You are not. I'm going to keep saying it. Not Ryder. What up, Roger? He said, me frozen also. Me frozen also. Like, I feel like he just had robot hands. Me frozen also. Bumpy said, lessons learned. Bruh. The whole thing is, those people who complain about pricing are those people who are going to nickel and dime you to death. You don't want them as customers. It's hard in the beginning to turn somebody down and say, all right, you know what? Then what I have is not for you. It's hard to turn people down, especially in the beginning when you are trying to grow your business, you're trying to grow your brand, you're trying to grow yourself, you're trying to grow, period. You want to say yes to everything and everyone, but sometimes you have to know when to say no. And not like KNOW. No, like NO. I'm not doing that. I will not. Know your worth and charge extra. That's it. Grumpus said, Terry, you know you're worth more than her. She needs you, not the other way around. Grumpus. That's why Grumpus and I are friends. He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt right now, pretty much, and I know I'm not, but Victor said, Dash, take a compliment when it comes. Yes, indeed. I try to. I'm a humble person. No, Travis is good Lord. That's a lot of money. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. Mommy said, how you know? Story time. Muhammad. Muhammad, thank you very much. He says, nice beard, bro. Unfortunately, I apologize that the live stream, the video on the live stream is not working properly. I do the live streams from my phone so that I can keep track of the messages or comments as they come in. And I got a text message while on the live stream today, and it totally froze the live stream on my end. Unfortunately, so I'm in this not so compromising position, but the sound is still working. Victor says, how's the update on Vanna? Vanna is still tucked away in my garages. And I have had a goose egg amount of time to go out and work on Vanna. Like, I feel like every day, I have a senior in high school. I have a junior in high school. I have a 12-year-old who has programs and events in the evenings and things like that. And every weekend we have something going on. Every Saturday, I won't say every weekend, every Saturday we have something going on. And I work on Sundays. So I have not had an opportunity to be like, all right, I'm going to devote. It's going to be probably, Victor, how I get out there and work on Vanna is I'm probably going to have to take a day off from work. That was when I got the most accomplished the last time I worked on Vanna. I took a day off from work so that I could go out there and work on Vanna. Look. Jimmy said, but never drop your price. Drop the mic. That's what you're going to drop. And walk away. KB, he said KB in the house. Look, he put a like a jalapeno, a steak, bacon, and fire. That's a crazy combination. Trevor said, I'm out. See you in less than a month, homie. Oh, for sure. I'm looking forward to you hanging out. Travis is one of the few who've ordered barbecue to be shipped from Maryland to Colorado. Non-writer is Roger. Roger Dodger. Roger, no, yo, Roger is another ride or die, like for real. He non-writer, but so his YouTube channel is non-writer, or his YouTube moniker is non-writer, because when I met Roger, he was not on a motorcycle when we were all on motorcycles. He was driving a Subaru at the time. Victor said, FYI, I've been charging $25 around for brisket for a few years. I believe it's time to raise your prices, so don't feel bad about one's prices. Yes, indeed. So, Roger, just to give you a heads up, Travis will be in the Maryland vicinity, in the Maryland area, the first Friday of June. So we need to plan accordingly and make sure that we can hang out. Probably won't be at the Dunkin', because the Dunkin' we used to hang out at, RBF chick. RBF chick is not happy. But Travis, I'll give you the new information and we'll be there. Oh, yeah. Well, Roger, you can read what Travis said. Travis said, I'll be in Maryland next month, hoping to get some of the old gate group together. Not the gang. Old group, yeah, we're not a gang. I'm not throwing gang signs up that y'all can't see. We have a get-together group. Man, it's so crazy how long I've known some of my car friends that have become car family, Travis included. For real. Oh man. Freaking Facebook is popping up like, you've known this person, or you have your friendship with this person is, like, dude, 10 plus years. I've known some people. I'm like, wow, wow. Hey Roger, if have you heard anything about Will's funeral? Because speaking of knowing people for longer than when I first moved to Maryland, it was 2000. It was 2000, and I met up with a guy on a motorcycle. I won't say his guy's name. I won't say his name, but I linked up with him, and I'm like, yeah, I would love to find some people to ride with. So he took me to a group of folks, and they led me to another group of folks, and that's where I met Roger. I've known Roger for 20, almost 25 years. It'll be 24 years, pretty much, August or September. But group of guys who I used to ride motorcycles with, and one of the guys who I rode with, he passed away this past weekend, and I'm getting to the point where I'm not to be sappy or anything. It was 2002. I thought no, it was after 9/11. You're right. So it was 2002. So 22 years I've known Roger and my friend Will, who passed away. Golly, 22 years. That's crazy to think about. A lot has happened in 22 years. I mean, obviously, I bought my house. My oldest son is 18, my middle son is 16, and my daughter is 12. But a few of these people who I met, I won't say day one, but very early of me coming into Maryland, I'm still cool with, I'm still close with. One of those people being Roger. And I mean, Roger will be out of my life for 4 or 5 years, or he was out of my life for 4 or 5 years and then pop back like nothing ever happened. Like nothing ever happened. And Roger was in there with the motorcycle club that we had. And it was just a social club, not like a organized club. It was a social club. And then popped back in with the Volkswagens. It was like, bruh, what? You know Volkswagen people? What? Like nothing ever happened. Johnny is here. Johnny, I'm gonna reach up and grab your hat, but I'm not really gonna reach up and grab your hat because you can't see me and you don't know if I grabbed it or not. So I'm gonna tell you that I reached up and grabbed it. Yeah, oh, hold on. Let me reach up. All right. Every time Johnny comes on, I grab his hat and I wear it. So what up, Johnny? How you doing this evening? Jimmy said had the first big group, or first big event at the drag strip for the year Saturday. About 10,000 spectators. Had a 17-year-old shot and killed. Sign of the times. What? The first big event, drag strip for the year Saturday, about 10,000 people, 10,000 spectators, had a 17-year-old shot and killed. Sign of the times. I guess I hate it. Holy cow, Jimmy! All right, Johnny says he's editing. I edited my video already. Edited, but this video. Is 9 gigs. It's 4K, 60 frames per second is what I filmed in today on this new camera that I have. It still shows 1 hour and 3 minutes left for uploading. This has been a beast of a video. Bumpy says drop the video. Yeah. Jimmy, we have to work out some dates But you gotta tell me some dates when you're gonna be at the strip, because I would love to hang out, come down and hang out and film with you. Film a cooking video, film like a drag strip video. Grumba says tonight's live should be easy to edit. The lucky thing for me is I don't edit the lives, and I'm putting up air quotes lives. It just goes straight to YouTube, and it is what it is. Excuse me, if it were a video where I made a fool of myself, then I would take it down. But I'm chilling. I was at the bottom of the jar, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah, Jimmy said we'll have to do a weekend this summer for sure. Just I need some advance notice so I can plan and make sure that I can get down there. That's the big thing, because I mean, getting to you is not that big of a deal, but getting to you is a big deal. That's kind of like the saying that I say: the more people see, the more people will see. So I know Neil isn't here any longer, but yeah, you never know where to, bruh. So Roger says you never know where in the U.S. Dash will be. That's the thing. I have zero problem with traveling. None. As long as I can work it out, I'm on my way. I have no problem traveling, driving especially. Victor says it is what it is, regardless if he falls asleep or not. All right, Jimmy says we'll talk later for sure. I'm just, me. I'm looking forward to it. I have, say a little bit. I'm going to pour this little, just like a droplet or two. Oh yeah. Pour that into the cup. Boy. My guy. My guy be hooking me up. He hooked me up a couple weeks ago. Woo, I need to hit him up again. Like, hey man, what's going on? Taste tester number 2. Go to sleep. Go to bed. It is after 10 o'clock. Are you coughing? Oh, after we told you not to be standing out in the rain, what was that, 2 days ago? Oh, no, that wasn't it. It wasn't. What?
It wasn't raining.
It was drizzling enough to the point where you were out in the rain. This boy was out with his friend at our house, out in the rain. Like, we're going to go hit the ball in the rain. Isn't that what you said, verbatim? Hitting the ball in the rain. Listen, any of Taste Tester number 2 still on? I just waved, but I know you can't see me. Donovan, Zion, Miss Adams, any of you guys still here?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Terry says, "Oh, this lady." Oh, see, Terry, I told you, Terry. Listen. Anytime somebody balks with the price, they are going to be a problem. Not even like a problem, a problem. Anytime. Victor says, Dash, if you go to Jimmy's studio, do a good look around the studio. It looks great. Yeah, I've been to that. I've been to Jimmy's studio. Though he has made some upgrades since I've been there last. Right now we're reeling from Saturday, trying to decide what events we can do. Yeah. Oh gosh. I'm sorry to hear that, Jimmy. It is a sad state of affairs when you have to kind of quell what things you can do just because you're worried about what it'll bring. Bumpy says, I've been leaning more towards Carolina style over Coles instead of Texas style offset. Have you ever changed your cooking techniques for any reason? Um, Go ahead. You can have one of those.
Did you eat my tasty cake?
No, I did not. I didn't bring it in here. I didn't buy it. I don't eat it. So just like if you didn't bring whatever in here, you shouldn't drink it. I'm talking to Taste Tester 2 right now. I don't really change my cooking style or my cooking technique per se. You can put that in the trash or recycling.
It was Scott's.
I know whose it was. I just said you can put it in the recycling. I stick to yes. No, not for you. Those aren't for you. Those aren't for you. So, Bumpy, I'm sorry because I was so rudely interrupted. I cooking direct is grilling to me, and cooking indirect is barbecue. I do barbecue, so majority of the things that I do are indirect. But I actually made Laura, who's not here. I yawned. I made some lamb chops the other day, and I am completely out of charcoal. I have zero charcoal at my house, so I took some twigs that I cut down into like decent size. I don't say splits, but like decent sized, and I put them into a charcoal chimney, lit them on fire, got them to the point where they were burning really well and burnt down to charcoal almost. Put them into the Weber kettle, and when I say I had a fantastic time with these lamb chops, my wife bought a bone-in lamb roast, and I cut them into individual lamb chops. Whoa! This cook was the best time I'd cooked lamb chops in a very, very long time. And I'm like, I'm sorry, these are fantastic. I probably won't be able to make these again the same exact way for a pretty decent amount of time. I didn't say a long time, for a pretty decent amount of time. So, I won't say changing my technique, but I was cooking with what I had to cook with. But, yo, those lamb chops were phenomenal. Phenomenal. Jimmy says pit cooking is mostly reading the fire. Let me see if I can anticipate what Jimmy is going to say. Victor says, Bumpy, all the different techniques are great depending on what your end goal is. Barbecue over coals is still barbecue with enough height and the correct amount of fuel. It can be done very low and slow. You're right, though. I'm in the camp of diverter or indirect heat versus direct heat is the difference between grilling and barbecue. But there are people out here who grill at very low temperatures, which is what Victor is talking about. Jimmy says pit cooking is mostly direct heat, but it's my favorite way to do a whole hog. Jimmy, I'm gonna put this out there. I'm down to do a whole hog with you, just to do a whole hog with you. I mean, I have cooked a whole hog, but it was rather indirect because of the cooker I was cooking with or on. I used or I put coals into the four corners around the hams and the shoulders, and everything else got cooked from the radiant heat or the convection or whatever type of cooking it was. So, um, I'm gonna be right back. I need to go get something to eat. I'm gonna go into my kitchen. Actually, I'm gonna bring you guys with me. So that turkey I smoked earlier, I have it. I won't say I have it, but it's sitting out. And I'm gonna cut a piece of turkey off of the turkey. And I'm going to have my knife here. Kind of piece of turkey. Ooh yeah. Ooh wee. Actually, I'm gonna wash my hands. How often do you wash your hands? Like, I wash my hands a lot. My hands are so dry because I wash my hands so daggone much. Wash my hands. Cut a couple slices of this turkey breast. And then I'm going to put it away in a moment or so. Let's see. We need about 150 pound pig for Dash Bash. Look, I mean, you keep talking about it. I won't say you're the only one. But Jimmy, we can have the Dash Bash at a destination in South Carolina. Huh. I'm just saying. Cover up this turkey breast. So this is a full, but a whole turkey breast with the rib bones and everything. Victor says, I like indirect. It's great. But over the coals, we get you flavors that you can't get indirect. It's all about compromise. Okay. So I made some cabbage and onions, as well as this turkey. I say for my wife, but she asked me to smoke this turkey breast. So I'm cutting up the turkey breast that I have on my plate because I didn't eat dinner. So I'm about to eat. And I have some cabbage and onions that I'm about to put some on my plate. I think I actually might warm some of this up because it's kind of chilly here. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. I'm not talking the loudest as I'm making my plate. But I have cabbage and onions. And I have turkey breast. That I'm going to put in the microwave for all of a minute. Just to knock the chill off of it. Bumpy said I did baby backs and wings over low coals this weekend, and they were great. I used pecan and lump for heat. I very rarely use briquettes. All right. Baby said, Bumpy, I love baby backs. They are so forgiving. I don't know about forgiving on baby backs, though. I'm taking the turkey and I'm putting it in the refrigerator if I can find a spot for it. Oh, gosh. trying to find a spot for the right here. Oh. Right here. Oh gosh. All right. Hey, I have steam on my cabbage. Cabbage and onions with the turkey breast. Yeah, buddy. I really do try not to eat on a live stream, but sometimes it inevitably happens, especially when we're out and I don't get to eat dinner prior to the live stream happening, which tonight was one of those nights. Anybody else a cabbage fan? I just sauteed this cabbage with some olive oil, a little bit of butter. Victor says, "Okay, peace, everyone. 2:15 a.m. comes quick." Yeah, man. I know. I keep saying I need to get back to the gym. If I'm gonna get in the gym, I need to get up at 3:45. Maybe a little later. But still. Be easy, Bumpy. Thank you. Take care. Victor said, "Hell, I've done baby backs on propane grills indirect at folks' home who didn't have smokers. They were the best ribs they've ever had. Very forgiving." I think I agree that baby backs are more forgiving, but spares are pretty forgiving, I would think. They are very fatty. Roger says he's been known to make a good cabbage and tomato salad. Oh, really? Cabbage and tomato salad. I didn't know that was a thing. I made cabbage and onions because that's what we had in the vegetable drawer. And this is busting right now. You know, everything tastes better when you've been drinking. Marlon, no, you're not the only one that sees me frozen. I'm gonna let it go. Let it go. Now I got a text message while I was doing the live stream, and it froze the image, but the sound is still working. Thank goodness. So I've been talking for about an hour. With the stream frozen. Third says she finally stopped yapping her jaws. Roger says it's a Latino thing. Cabbage and tomatoes. Look, I'm down to try it. You let me know when you're doing it. Laura says she's back. And she said she was leaving to take a shower, so that means she's fresh and clean. Ain't nobody dope as her. She's just so fresh and so clean, clean. Cabbage and smoked turkey breast. Well, technically, cabbage and onions and smoked turkey breast. That was what was in the vegetable drawer. I had a small head of cabbage and like half an onion because taste test number 1 used some earlier. And it is hitting the spot right now. I don't like eating during the live stream. Like, Victor, those are few and far between. And, like, I really don't like eating on, because I hate when, I really don't like people who make those, mukbang, is that what it's called? Those videos where they're like eating and chewing with their mouths open and like smacking just to make noise. I despise those videos. So I don't want to be that. I mean, I know that every now and again I have to eat something on the live stream because of the fact that I haven't eaten anything and I've been drinking, and I'm like, all right, I need to eat something so that I can make coherent sentences. Yeah. So, Victor, yes, there are times when I do eat while I am on the live stream, but I try not to. Roger said I need to use the older phone on Wi-Fi so that doesn't happen again. It's a good idea. Great idea. I'll say I could use my work phone, or I do have another phone that's within arm's reach that is on Wi-Fi and older. Laura says she loves Popeyes. Victor loves Popeyes. Wow, you really need to not go to that kind of emails while doing live. That's how you get a virus. It's not a virus, thank goodness. It was a text message. Something is coming to my house, and it was a notification, a update notification for this package, and I'm like, oh wow, cool. Laura says, yum. Of course, I'm gonna be pissed if I have Dash's face burnt on my screen for the next couple weeks. Laura said, from another YouTuber, I make his southern fried cabbage with sausage, bacon, and some other veggies. Excuse me. Let me tell you. At Thanksgiving, my wife makes cabbage and sausage. Onions, cabbage, and some beef kibasi or beef smoked sausage. Fantastic. She omits the bacon because I don't eat the bacon, but oh my, yo, fantastic. So good. Victor says, Dash, I was so hungry that time you went to Popeyes. I'm sorry, Victor. Yeah, Roger says they make those videos for the ASMR folks. I get it, but it's totally disgusting. Marlon says you don't like to eat online, but falling asleep is okay. Yes, yes it is. Um, yes it is, Marlon. Mm. Victor says, okay, Grumpus, screen burn, that is a scary thought. Laura says, yeah, spice is so freaking good. I'm shrugging, like, okay, sure. Look, Marlon, you missed it. I actually gave Sean a middle finger already. Actually, I gave Sean 2 middle fingers. You totally missed it. You'd have to go back into the live stream or into the sound stream and listen for it. Look, Laura says he already has. I'm honest. Ah, boy. Boy. All right. Well, now that Marlon is here, I feel like I can end the stream. So I talked about it earlier. We talked about getting out of your comfort zone. What is something or what is a question you have about getting out of your comfort zone? I am going to try and do an updated FAQ, updated frequently asked questions, and kind of go from there as far as talking about different things, different hurdles I've overcome. I use the sound booth. I wish. Victor says, hey Steven, I'm looking forward to seeing you post that new video you talked about earlier today. Or I guess you talked about with Victor earlier today. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I'm going to throw some love Steven's way. If Steven post a link to your latest video, that candied dessert looks fantastic. I can't remember the name of it. Was it Kumar or it's Kuma something? But man, it looks fantastic. Victor, all right, let's see. FAQ, frequently asked questions. Yes, that is what FAQ means. Victor, I'm gonna learn you how to internet for real. Just do a search for FAQ. What the F does FAQ mean? WTF does FAQ mean? Man. Korma. Yes, Korma. Marlon said, I feel if you are enough research doing the subject that I can help. I feel if you do enough research on a subject that can help. It can, Marlon, but sometimes there'll be like a hidden cook accessory, or there'll be a hidden cook appliance that you knew nothing about, but that's how they cook it. And then when you try to make it, you are SOL, and they're like, "Oh, these are horrible. You're garbage." and then the native folks, whoever, they talk smack about you. Victor says, old man cave, fire. Grumbus says, why the face? No. Who the F? Okay, who the F? Or why the F? Good night. Take care. Bye for now. Dash and all. Enjoy the night. Thank you, Laura. Really appreciate you hanging out. I'm going to call it a day as well, just because the seals and different things are popping on the, I don't say local, but on the police department close to here. And we're going to tackle them in the morning. Jimmy says, night, Laura. Laura says, oh, geez, Grumpus. That is his face. Oh, boy. It was good. Watched it today and got interrupted before I got the comment. We'll get back to it. Nice. Well, thank you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end it a little early. Marlon is here, so he can't talk smack about me ending the live stream under basically an hour and a half. I'm tapped out, about to fall asleep. Steven said good night all. Jimmy says night guys, have a great rest of the week. Talk later, Dash. Yes, sir. We certainly should. And hopefully we certainly will. Alright guys, I'm gonna say good night. I'm trying to think how many other languages do I know good night or goodbye. So thank you very much again as always for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. No, I'm not asleep, Laura. I'm still wide. I won't say wide awake, but I'm still awake. Goodness. I'm ready for bed though. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Thank you guys so very much, as always, for hanging out. If you haven't already, please... No. There was no yawn. It was just I sat back and tossed my head back. I almost pressed the button for the camera again. It's not working. I just tossed my head back and kind of sat there for a moment. I did not yawn, actually. Either way, thank you guys in advance so very much. And I know everyone else here does greatly appreciate it. Thanks again, and I'm gone. Laura says, LOL, yeah, okay. She doesn't believe me. I was stretching and not yawning. And I'm gone.